What's your all-time favorite video game? Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's one of those few games that I can be playing and get so immersed into it, I can play it half the day and not even realize it. They ported it to mobile and it's fantastic. None of the money-grabbing bullshit that all other mobile games have. Edit, the app is Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic by Atari, at least in the Google Play Store. The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. For all its flaws, for all its annoyance, it was a game I played before open world was normal, and in that time and place, it was an incredible experience. Kerbal Space Program. Addictive, once you climb over the wall. Well, more like once you sail over the wall spinning uncontrollably shedding parts and boosters. You get the idea. Edit, wow, a Kerbal Space Program comment with an upvote count that surpasses my hours played. Amazing. I guess I have a new goal to aspire to. Thanks, y'all. Came to say this. Never been a FPS or hand-eye coordination core games. The planning failure and rescue mission loop kept me playing for hours. Your first moon landing was the best video game experience ever. A little worried about KSP2 however. Why are you worried? They seem to be taking their time and provide plenty of updates on their YouTube channel. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. I have been playing the game for 16 years and still love every minute of it. Portal 2. Subnautica. Your first playthrough in this game is unforgettable. Oh, and the OST is magnificent. I made it through the whole game without ever looking up a guide or wiki and I'm so glad that I did. Sometimes all you could do was continue exploring deeper and deeper into the black depths and hope that something was there, and every single time it rewarded you. Well, actually sometimes you would be decimated by a horrifying deep-sea monster, but most of the time it was rewarding lol. Detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms. Are you sure what you're doing is worth it? I know it gets posted every time in this thread, but holy geez, hearing that for the first time while being way out in the black is one of the most spine-chilling moments. I don't see it mentioned very often, but Little Big Planet. It's super fun to play with other people, especially that Boomtown level in the first game. The music is primarily kooky and upbeat and well selected, and Sackboy was a really cute character idea. Stardew Valley. Most relaxing game in my opinion that still never fails to suck me in every single time I turn it on. Being made, mostly, by one person and seeing how that game turned out, you can tell this game means a lot to him. The time and effort put towards not only the original release, but also the added content that followed were just absolutely amazing in every way. Excited for his next game. Outer Wilds. Not Outer Worlds. Wilds. BioShock. Something about that world just holds a weird place in my heart, partly nostalgia for one of the last times I still held that childhood awe and wonder for games, but also because it just holds up really well. The music, the atmosphere, the story, the gameplay. I've spent more hours in Rapture and Columbia than I thought possible for games that take around 8 to 12 hours to beat. I think a defining factor for me when it comes to enjoying a game is if I just love being in the world, just walking around soaking in the atmosphere. The MGS games are also like that for me. Smile. Fallout, New Vegas. I do not enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it is just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work, and the good Lord knows there is much to be done here. Furiously reloading a table full of .45 pistols. But really just picking up the same pistol, racking the slide, and putting it back down. Rinse and repeat. RuneScape. Growing up my life wasn't very good, but when I logged into RuneScape all the bad things going on just didn't exist. Same, somehow the monotonous grind helped me quiet my mind. Super Mario Bros. 3. Absolutely perfect game if you ask me. It seems stupid but Mario Kart Wii. Therese, a lot of things I hate about it, but everything I love about it basically washes the bad stuff out like it was never there. Edit, from the comments, I can tell that it's not stupid. Chrono Trigger. It was a life changer. Mass Effect 2. The story, the characters, the writing, the gameplay improvements. All of it. Also Garrus. Very much Garrus. If I'm being honest, the most genuine fun I've had playing a game was Guitar Hero. Me and my brothers would play for hours. Command & Conquer, Red Alert. GTA San Andreas. Nothing was better than hopping off the bus after school to play. Baldur's Gate series on the PC is so damn good. I've been playing them for 20 plus years and still discover new things every time I reboot it. Halo with the boys. Halo 2 for me. The gameplay, the weapons, the sound effects, the music, all of it was so perfect. I still play Halo 2 to this day, and I've been playing it since 2005. Bloodborne. Half-Life 2. Shadow of the Colossus. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Such great memories playing with my little brother when we were kids. StarCraft. Edit. First time having rewards and a lot of upvotes, and I'm damn proud it's because of old school StarCraft gamers. And Taro Adun, brothers. Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Sly 2, Band of Thieves. When I first bought it, I wasn't sure how they could improve upon the first one, but I was blown away. It's everything a fun kids game should be, with few details skipped. Sly 2-3 do the heist concept so well, while maintaining the goofy fun that made it special. I'll never forget having to play Bentley alone after the gang gets captured. Dragon Age. I play them all as a single game, since the choices you make in the first game determine who is king in the third game. I love the D&D-ness of Origins and the writing into 2, but the epic save-the-world moments in the third mixed with the fact that they tie in the stories of the previous games is just so satisfying. Factorio. Build Grow just amazing. Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2005. The feeling of you and your friends being war heroes in a sea of an eye battle, probably the best local 4-player split-screen game ever. Final Fantasy Tactics. Assassin's Creed 2. Came here to say this. It's such a good game on so many fronts. The introduction of Ezio Auditore, and a cast of great NPCs, especially Leonardo da Vinci. Intriguing parts of real history wrapped in a fictional plot, weaving the Medici and Pazzi into the world of the Assassins and Templars. The architecture, full stop. I could run along the streets and roofs of Florence forever. And the soundtrack is one of my favorite game scores of all time. So good. The Ezio trilogy was very well done. Taking him from young brash teenager bent on revenge to old wise master assassin was fantastic. Finding out through a book that he dies of a heart attack randomly on a bench after marrying the woman he meets in Constantinople and has kids with was also sad, but he died fulfilled. Just making sure you've watched Assassin's Creed Embers. If not, get ye to YouTube. Left 4 Dead 2. Dishonored will always hold a special place in my heart. Silent Hill 2 Depression, the video game. Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, hands down. RimWorld. Skyrim with few thousands mods. Max Payne. And Max Payne 2. They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger. And then it was over. Age of Empires 2. Hollow Knight, so beautiful and immersive, simple yet complex, immediately accessible yet terribly tricky. Metal Gear series. Counter-Strike 1.6 from 2002 to 2006. When the game was at its peak player count-wise, used to play in a server that had custom maps from a guy called Nipper's Custom Maps. Just sitting there on a snowy Saturday morning from school vacation and playing a map called Denniperhouse Xmas. There used to be over 50k community servers running at the same time. I really do miss those times and really don't think something like that will ever happen again. At least I have my memories. Ratchet and Clank. It's the game that got me into video games way back when I was about 4 years old at my cousin's house, and I've been hooked since. The original PS2 trilogy is a masterpiece that I could go back and play almost endlessly. Mass Effect 2. It revived my love of gaming and took me on the most incredible journey. I've never cared so much about fictional characters as I cared about Shepard and all the companions helping you to save the world. Earthbound. Kingdom Hearts. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Took what I loved from the first game and made it so much better.